Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
8:07, it's the fourth hour of our 4-hour morning extravaganza here on O'Connor and Company on the mightiest of all talk radio stations, 105.9 WMAL. I'm Larry O'Connor. That's Julie Gunlock. Good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
We believe we have all of the clips from the Hunter Biden interview FCC compliant now. So we will be playing many of the excerpts there as, let's just say it. I'm going to be the first. I'll be tip of the spear. Hunter Biden, the front runner now for the Democrat nomination for president, 2028. Let's keep the party going.
Why not?
He can finally get back there and pick up his Coke. Joining us now, Washington Examiner columnist, Fox News contributor, frequent guest host on this radio station, talk radio host on WABC, man about town, Joe Concha. Oh, and Marilyn Terp. I apologize, I left that out. Hey, Joe.
Fear the turtle. I just saw our conference ratings yesterday, in other words, how they think the Terps are going to finish this year in the Big Ten. And it's 16 out of 18 teams. Congrats, guys. We're doing great.
Leading from behind.
Yeah.
It's a tortoise and hare situation. You'll be fine.
Yes.
Joe, where to begin? Let's set Hunter Biden aside for a moment here. I am interested in your evaluation now that we've seen the first performance of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert post the announcement that the show will be canceled. I'm sure you've reviewed all of the video from last night, including Jon Stewart's lamentable performance on The Daily Show. Are you feeling the chill wind blowing here that will silence political dissent in this country? That Stephen Colbert will no longer be able to speak truth to power, Joe?
And save democracy from the Republicans by getting Democrats elected who only installed their presidential candidate last year, tried to take Donald Trump off of state ballots and put him in jail. Yes. I mean, this is going to be as insufferable. You know, I'm not a Yankee fan, even though I live in this area, as when Mariano Rivera was retiring, and then every stadium he went to in away games, they gave him like a present. This is going to be like a 10-month insufferable funeral. But I like Mariano. He's a really good guy. But with Colbert, this is going to be every night now. It's going to be he's the martyr. Exactly. And, you know, free speech obviously is under attack. And it's okay that you're losing $40 million a year. Don't ignore that part. Ignore the part you need 100 staffers to produce a 1-hour talk show. 95% of that thing is two people talking. What do I need 100 staffers for? 18 writers. And they're $130 million in production costs every year. Where is that going? For what? It's two guys at a desk. What more do you need?
Yes, and half the time it's somebody answering questions, so they don't have to write that, Julie.
Yeah, and also, Joe, like last night, he goes on X to respond to some of the criticism, and he just does the F you. That's all. I mean, there's no comedy here. There's nothing. It's just he has on these people that nobody wants to, you know, when you are in bed and you're trying to wind down, do you really want to hear from a fired former NIH official? No, you don't.
It was like last week where they put Adam Schiff on, right, on the night where it was announced that Colbert was going off the air. Schiff got 3 segments, all right? Right now we're doing a segment, 1, all right? 3 is usually reserved for, I don't know, presidents, right? Or if, like, Richard Pryor came back from the dead, all right, good, you give him 3 segments because he's a legend. But, I mean, good Lord, and that's all we saw. I'll share this stat again. It's so worth sharing. Bernie Sanders was on that show. It's only been on 10 years, 21 times. Elizabeth Warren, the Cherokee, Chris Rock, I guess, 16 times. Let's see, Jake Tapper and Anderson Cooper and Rachel Maddow combined 40 times. That's not comedy. That is, I want to go into my garage right now, shut the garage door, roll down the window, start the car, and breathe in the fumes before I have to be exposed to this so-called comedy anymore.
Yeah. By the way, you know, during the Trump era, we always hear the media say, you know, Trump claimed without evidence, right? That's fine. They can say that if Trump says something without evidence. But they've all picked up as just fact, as gospel truth, Joe, that Colbert got fired because Paramount CBS, the parent company, are trying to engineer this big merger that'll make the executives rich, and they're doing this to please Donald Trump because the merger requires FCC approval. There is literally no evidence to back that up, but it's become just the gospel for all these people.
Precisely. And Trump's suddenly offended by Colbert after what Colbert's been saying about him for the past 10 years? Which, again,
Right.
Isn't Dana Carvey doing George H.W. Bush or Daryl Hammond doing Bill Clinton? Like, that was, like, lighthearted and actually funny. So now, Trump's like, I want that guy off the air. You're not going to get this through unless Colbert's gone. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And Brian Stelter literally on CNN will say on one hand that, yes, the late night industry is in trouble because ad revenues are down and, the format doesn't work the way it does anymore in a see anything at any time type of culture. And on the other hand, say that, this is obviously Trump's attack on free speech. I mean, you literally can't make this stuff up. The clown cars are running out of seats because you're right. Basically, everybody in lockstep is saying that this is Colbert being silenced. And by the way, he's not going to be silenced, A, for the next 10 months, and B, when he's done, he'll do what Jim Acosta did, and Terry Moran, and Chris Cillizza, and Chuck Todd. He'll get some podcast somewhere, and then you'll be
he's going to go Substack. Don't tell me he's going to go Substack.
Yeah, Katie Couric from her kitchen, basically. And they kind of look alike, so I can see that happening.
Joe Concha is our guest, and Joe, you're a New Yorker, obviously. You live in the 6th borough of the city of New York, New Jersey. And although you call Washington your second home as a Maryland grad, so what do you think of Trump saying that if the Redskins want their shiny new stadium on federal property there at the site of the old RFK Stadium, that they need to go back to their original God-given name, the Redskins?
I think, let's put it this way. I still talk to a lot of my friends from Maryland, and I put out a little, snap poll in a group text as far as, would you favor the Redskins name coming back? 100%. All of them said yes. And the thing is, I remember this. It's 2013, I believe it was. This was white sports writers pressuring sponsors to pull their ads from FedEx Stadium because they said that the name was offensive. But if you ask Native Americans and you ask season ticket holders, they all want to keep the name. The uniforms are iconic. Hail to the Redskins is iconic. Please bring that back. And I don't feel like it's going to happen. I think this is a different culture and a different world right now. And the Commanders' name sucks, and their uniforms suck more. Thank God they're bringing back the Redskins' old uniforms this year, I think, as an alternative, right? So that's a step.
They are for a couple of games.
Something ultimate.
Although the helmet will still have that stupid W. So my hunch here, and you tell me, because you're also, although I was going to call you a football fan, but you like the Jets, right? So that's not really football.
No, Bears.
Oh, you're a Bears fan. Oh, gosh, that's let's just overlook that for a moment. I think the compromise here, and Trump may accept the compromise, is they keep Commanders, but they bring back the logo. They bring back the Indian face profile, which could work with Commanders anyway. And that'll be the compromise. And they'll sell plenty of jerseys.
I say they go all the way. I say it's going to be Washington Redskins. Yeah, We get the Hogs. We get the song. It
would be amazing.
I even hate. Yeah, it would be awesome. It would be great because Commanders, Cowboys just doesn't work for me. And I want the Indians restored too. This Guardians crap's got to go. Sorry.
Oh, that absolutely. But that's Ohio. No one really cares. Joe, always good to talk with you, sir. God, thanks for joining
Pleasure,
us.
guys. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Larry.
Here, check out all of his columns there at The Examiner and, of course, his frequent appearances on Fox News. His book, by the way, really good one, The Greatest Comeback Ever, Inside Trump's Big, Beautiful Campaign. It's 8:15.